In the distant past, there was a kingdom ruled by Sultan Fakhruddin. He was a kind and merciful man, but not very wise in matters of politics and planning. His ministers, Riaz, Ayaz, and Kamaruddin, were selfish and greedy. They offered hollow words, collected heavy salaries, and enjoyed luxuries while the people suffered. Sultan longed for a companion who could guide him with honesty and wisdom. One day, while returning from a hunting trip in the forest, he noticed a young man sitting under a tree talking to himself. This strange man was Darvesh Naseer. At first glance, he seemed mad, but there was something powerful in his eyes and a charm in his words. When Sultan asked if he was insane, Naseer smiled and said, "You and your courtiers are the mad ones. I plan to build a palace here in the forest and rule as the king myself." The courtiers panicked. They feared if this strange man came close to the Sultan, their influence would end. Yet they tricked the Sultan into bringing Naseer to the palace. Along the way, Naseer tried to escape, but fate had something else in store. Because the Sultan changed his route, an ambush set by the enemy was avoided, and his life was saved. People shouted with joy, and Sultan realized this young man was no ordinary wanderer. He offered Naseer a seat in his court, and from that day, the courtiers' jealousy grew even stronger. They plotted against him. They told him, "Our tradition is that the king loves when someone slaps him." Innocent Naseer believed them. Next day, he struck Sultan across the face. The crown fell, and from beneath it a poisonous scorpion crawled out. If the crown had been on the king's head, he would have died instantly. Astonished, Sultan embraced Naseer and called him his true friend. But jealousy burns without end. Again, the courtiers schemed and told him to pull the king's chair back. Naseer obeyed, but the chair leg was already broken. If Sultan had sat on it, he would have been injured. Again, Sultan praised him and rewarded him with command of the army. Later, when war came, Naseer led the soldiers bravely. A fierce lion attacked the enemy king, but Naseer fought it with courage, slaying the beast and saving even the enemy's life. The opposing king said, "We shall not fight. This commander is too loyal and too brave." With every deed, Naseer's honor grew. After his marriage with Princess Maheen, Naseer's respect grew beyond imagination. The courtiers had no choice but to accept his greatness. Years passed, and Sultan Fakhruddin grew weak with age. Before his death, he often said, "Naseer is the one my people love, the one my soldiers trust. He will carry the future of this kingdom." When the Sultan passed away, the nation mourned. But then, with one voice, the people raised Naseer to the throne. He became king not because of bloodline, but because of honesty, courage, and destiny. As ruler, he declared, "I am not your master, I am your servant. Justice will be the crown of my reign." Under his rule, taxes were reduced. Farmers were given land, markets flourished, and schools of knowledge opened. The army became stronger and more disciplined. Whenever enemies tried to attack, they were defeated by Naseer's sharp strategies and fearless leadership. People began to say, "This is not only a king, this is a guardian sent by God." His name spread far and wide. History remembered him as a just and wise ruler. The story of Darvesh Naseer teaches us that honor and disgrace are only in God's hands. The jealous destroy themselves, but those who stay true always succeed. His journey from a so-called mad wanderer to a beloved king shows that truth and courage never go unrewarded. If you have listened to the story till the end, then don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and comment your thoughts. And if you want to listen to more such stories of love, sacrifice, and wisdom. Keep watching, only on Legend and Lore Stories.